What's going on, YouTube? This is Rodney with GearCore EDC with another Twosun, of course. Today's date is 4/26/2020. It's a beautiful Sunday. It's a day that the Lord has made, and I would like to show you the Twosun TS138 in carbon fiber and titanium. This is a Wong design. This is done in D2. And while this is today's carry, they also offer this in full titanium. And this one is also D2. I really like the work of this knife. The fill in hand and the geometric lines and micro milling that is done to the carbon fiber is also done to the titanium. It's harder to see in the carbon fiber. It's a really nice attention to detail. A lot of different guys have modded this knife and took away the stud here and made this into a key style hole or a larger hole, kept the two separate, made one full length hole. A lot of different variations of mod you can do this knife. It is a fairly small knife. We're looking at blade length of about, if I can get it in screen, I've got stickers on my board now, so what's in view I can't really measure. Cutting edge, we're looking at about 2 1/4 cutting edge, and blade length is right at 3. Overall length is right at about 6 15/16, not quite 7-inch. And of course both knives are symmetrical as far as shape and size. The only difference would be in weight, and I would say that they're pretty similar in weight. I don't think they're more than a 1/2 ounce apart. We're looking at a blade stock material at the thick portion towards the back of the blade of 150 thousandths. And they're the same on both knives. The frame on the titanium version is 580. And just 10 thou, 8 thou more on the carbon fiber version. Both of them have a milled, not milled, but a full chunk block, I'm getting tongue-tied, of titanium. You have a couple variations for lanyard options there. I would say you could wrap a piece of lanyard material around this bolster, back spacer, barrel spacer bar, but I believe the blade is so close it would probably snag it and cut it, so that would not be a good option. This knife feels really good in hand. This forward finger choil is nice. It's a Warncliffe style blade. It has multiple compound grinds going on this thing. The flipper tab acts as a forward ramp to keep you from getting your hand in the cutting area, and also you have the finger choil. There is some nice jimping that's on the back of the spine of the blade that is sort of sharp to the edges on the fingers. On both blades are similar. The G10, the carbon fiber version that I have, is a little sharper feeling than the titanium version. We have the same clip on both knives, and you can tell that the back non-presentation side is the same on both of these knives. They have a hardened insert, and then titanium on the left hand one and carbon fiber on the right hand one. Lockup on these knives is almost identical. We're about 20 to 25%, maybe just a little bit less on the full titanium one. And blade centering, we're looking right down the center on the carbon fiber sample. and right down the center on the titanium. These have stop pins with jimping on the flipper. It is a tad sharp on the flipper tab, a little more so on the titanium version, but not enough to really notice unless you're being picky. Two prime examples of quality Twosuns. Very sharp out of the box. No reason to cut paper, because paper is not really a cut test, is it? It shows you that it's sharp. I'm not going to sit here and shave all the hair off my arms to show you how sharp they are. The thickness behind the edge on these is right at 16 thou, 17 thou. A little bit more on this one. This one's about, well, it's about 18 thou. So only a few. And that could have been the difference of two different people in the factory grinding them. You can see that there is some skeletonization on the titanium. And on the full titanium, there's skeletonization on both sides. Not a lot, but some, to do away with some of that weight. In the hand, I have medium hands. You can see that it fills the hand up. For weight on these two, I have a new sticker too, by the way, guys, and I got something coming in a video soon to give y'all some insight on that. So stay tuned. On the titanium, we're looking at 4.91 ounces. So it's got some heft to it for such a small knife. And the carbon fiber is 4.13. So there's, you know, almost an ounce, not quite. Didn't feel that much. And then for grams, we're looking at 117.2 grams on the CF version. And on the full titanium, we're looking at 139.1 grams. I hope you've enjoyed this video today of today's carry. I wanted to read something, but I don't have it in front of me. I want to give a shout out to Love Them Knives and all he does for the knife community and his reviews and his testing. A lot of the insight he has given about Twosuns I've enjoyed. So I want to give a shout out to him. And he does some great work for the knife community. Great guy, super nice, and he's fun to watch. Well, I don't have what I wanted to read, so I will put it in the next video. There I go with that again. I don't even catch myself how many times I say it and think it's sort of funny. Hope y'all have a wonderful Sunday, and the beginning of the week starts soon. Hopefully everyone is able to work depending on their personal situation with the pandemic that has hit our world. Keep everyone in your prayers. This is Rodney with Garricore EDC. Please stay safe, stay sharp, and be blessed. Bye now.